Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ridgely's Believe It or Not. I'm Melanie Ridgely. I want to first of all say I am so sorry that I didn't get an opportunity to upload an addendum to the checking in video from yesterday. Time got away from me. I went home. I did make my Irish beef stew, and it was really good. And I made my Guinness soda bread, which was also good. And I would make some changes. I'll let you know about those. And I made a peach cake, which didn't turn out the way I wanted to. It still tastes good, but I will definitely try it again and do it differently. And I did cheat because technically it should have been from scratch, but I used a box and I also used canned peaches. None of this was what I saw, but I thought I could make it work. The flavors were good, like I said. It just wasn't what I saw, but the better we get to know each other, you'll find out that I kind of look at things and then I kind of do it my own way. So anyway, I do have pictures for that. I did post the stew and the bread on the Melster's Kitchen or in my Instagram. So it's at the Melster's Kitchen on IG. I did post some photos of that. It turned out really, really good. I was very proud of it. The only thing I did for the traditional Irish stew that wasn't traditional in my experience in Ireland, that doesn't mean, I guess you can do what you want to do, right? I added mushrooms to mine because I just love mushrooms and beef stew. And what else? Oh, and then in the Guinness recipe for the bread, it's really beery, which I'm okay with. I grew up, my mother used to make this recipe called beer biscuits. It's the easiest recipe in the world, and it is the best biscuit in the world. But anyway, we'll save that for another time too. We have so much time to get to know each other. It's so much to tell you. But anyway, so it had that flavor, that beer, yeasty, delicious flavor. But a couple of things I would do differently. The first thing I would do differently is it called for whole wheat flour and regular flour. And my whole wheat flour was old, so I couldn't use it. So I threw it away. And then instead of using regular flour, I used bread flour, which I think made it a little too light. I think the whole idea of this Irish brown bread is that it's supposed to be dense. So like when I cut it, it like literally fell apart. And I don't remember that being, I remember there it was a little denser and it was a little darker. So I'm going to do some more research and see if I can figure that out. The other thing I didn't like about the bread was it called for a half a cup of lightly packed dark brown sugar, which I was excited about putting in because I'm a brown sugar type of girl. But a half a cup, it was sweet, and I didn't want sweet. I wanted a light sweetness, you know. So there's a couple of things I would fool around with. So that's why I'm going to do some recipe reconnaissance. Is that the word? And see if I can figure out something else. But I'm definitely going to not give up. I'm definitely going to try it again. It's something that I would actually like, I don't want to say master, but I would like to get really good at it, because one of the things I learned when I was in Europe is everybody eats bread like crazy. Meanwhile, everybody over here is carb free and still overweight. And I honestly think it's because they bake their bread fresh. Nobody goes to the grocery store and buys a loaf of Schmidt's bread or Old Time or Nature's Own or whatever it is you buy. And they definitely ain't buying no Wonder Bread. So that being said, but I'm not a yeast person. Like, I don't like baking like that. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to start driving. I don't like baking like that at all. Actually don't like baking much. Like, it's probably on a scale from 1 to 10, it's like probably like a 3. I like baking cornbread. I'm a Southern girl. But anyway, the thing I like about this bread is that you don't have to use yeast. You can do everything in one pan and it comes out really good. And there's no preservatives, you know? So it is something that I would like to get good at, and for those reasons. And I have a family who loves bread. And so if I can get a nice dense piece of bread that I can toast up and throw some Kerrygold on it with some jelly, I'm gonna be so happy. Okay, so that's what happened with the bread. I wanted to tell you about the bread. I told you about the stew. I added the mushrooms. I simmered it, honestly, 2 hours, and the beef was so tender, and it was literally like melting in your mouth. And I've made a number of stews in my life, but I really liked the steps and the techniques that I did this time. So I was really happy with that. Okay, so what else did I do? So yesterday I also said that I was gonna set up a Instagram page for Ridgely's Believe It or Not, and I did try to do that. I don't know what I was doing. I think the mistake I made is that somebody has a Ridgely's Believe It or Not page on Instagram. They haven't posted anything since April 2018, and they only posted like 4 pictures that make absolutely no sense to me. But in any event, obviously that's not the name I can have. So I am now on IG as Ridgely's Believe It or Not, the number 1. And of course, if you're an IG user, you know that's all one word. It is not #1, it's the number 1. So Ridgely, at Ridgely's Believe It or Not, the number 1. I have not posted anything on there. It's a family picture. So what I'm gonna do is tonight when I get home and out of this car, I am going to post the pictures from last night's dinner. I also did some little demonstration videos that I might throw in there. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. And so I just want you guys, like I said, to get to know me. And I think we're off to a great start. And yeah, so I'm really excited about everything. I hope that you are too. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my page and to give me a thumbs up if you like what you hear. And also, if you like this content, whatever it is, please let your friends and family know and let them know that they should also subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Any feedback that you guys are giving me is awesome. I haven't gotten very much, but I like it. Also, this is what I want to tell you. I don't plan on, I'm trying to decide, like, am I going to be editing or am I going to be, I don't know. I just don't know what this is going to be yet. But so far, I should have went the back roads because I'm ready to hit traffic and I'm not happy. Ooh, this isn't good. Shoot. Oh well, looks like we're gonna get to be together for a while today. But anyway, that being said, I don't know what this is gonna be yet. But I ended up, the editing that I did on my first post, which by the way, it took me so long to get that post together. I did not like the software. So one part of it, I used iMovie from my Apple phone. And then I bought this software that I went to the App Store and looked at. And I don't even remember the name of it because I canceled it last night. Because I really didn't like the way it did it either. And because the way it was, it's like, in addition to using it to edit, it also set up like, I guess you could be like, follow me on whatever this was. And it just, that's not what I was looking for. I just want to be able to, if I said something crazy right now, but everything else was good, to be able to clip that out and, you know, roll it on. And I'd also like to do a little bit of an introduction, like I did on the first one, where you saw pictures scrolling in, like kind of like, oh, this is my family. So I'd like to be able to do that before each post. That way you can kind of see my family and what we've been doing and that type of thing. I think that would be really fun. So yeah, that's one of the things that I wanted to do. So anyway, what I'm getting at is, if you know any good editing software that I can use on my iPad Pro or on my iPhone, that would be great. I do have access to a computer, but honestly, I really prefer to use my iPad Pro. I have the keyboard with it. So if you know of some type of app that I can use for editing and doing an introduction video before each of these posts, that would be awesome. That would be really fun to do. Because like I said, I'd like to be able to show you little clips, you know, like today, I was out school shopping, just to kind of show you, oh, this is what we did today. you know, I mean, you may not care, but that's still the way I would like the page set up. So if you know of a software, or if you can help me out with this, please put it in the comments section. I am actually at the Walmart because I need to run in and get some things. And then I have to go home and figure out what I'm going to feed these children tonight. And tomorrow we are headed to the beach. And so I definitely will be keeping you guys in the loop while we're there. I'm really excited. However, I don't think the weather's going to cooperate. I think Friday we may get a good day. So whatever we do, Friday I'm going to be on that beach from sunup to sundown, if the forecast doesn't change very much. So like I said, please subscribe to Ridgely's Believe It or Not. Please give us a thumbs up if you like it. And I heard there's some little bell or something you can ring so that whenever I do a post, you get a little notification. So that's great too. And then pass me along. And if there's anything you want to hear me talk about, you know, like, hey, Melanie, what do you think about such and so? As long as it's not political, then I should be able to talk about it. Yeah. And what else did I want to say? I don't even know why I put that part in there. That's so stupid. See, like, I need to cut that out. Do you have any editing software for that? Alrighty. So I'm going to be signing off now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day, and look for those pictures on IG at Ridgely's Believe It or Not #1, and also on at the Melster's Kitchen. And I will be talking to you guys this weekend from Myrtle Beach. Have a great day. Bye-bye.